Hello guys, namaste, welcome back to Nash Vlogs. So my name is Nash and I'm a 29-year-old mother of two, and in today's vlog I'm just going to be talking about motherhood. So when my husband goes to office, that is when I start off my duty. Before I got married, I was a workaholic. Like I would work each and every day, sometimes even on holiday, because I used to love my work so much. By the way, I was working in a decor shop, in a decor store, and that is why I love decor with all my heart. And yeah, so when my husband leaves and goes to office, I start off my day like taking care of my plants and stuff, and just spray them, give them the love that they need. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of the story that I wanted to tell you today as a mother. So before I got kids or I got married, I never pictured my life the way it is right now. I'm so happy with the life that I have right now, in that I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know what I'm saying? So before I got married and I had the kids, I used to love working a lot. I wouldn't think about anything else apart from working and moving out of the home. But since I became a stay-at-home mother, I realized that this had changed my life completely. My life, what I mean is, the way of thinking, the way of seeing stuff, the way of living has completely changed after becoming a stay-at-home mother. So taking care of the plants, and is some therapy thingy for me, and I love it so much. And seeing the plants that I brought home as little plants grow up is something that makes me so happy, gives me so much joy seeing them bloom and give out flowers. Now, both my kids are sick. Adash also got infected and he's so sick. The nose is running and the rain is, pouring out today, and he is not feeling completely okay. Last night we didn't have a bit of sleep because he was completely ill. Now, being a mother is something that is not easy, but we as women try to, work it out and make stuff work. And shout out to all the single mothers out there. I really give you a lot of respect, because I know how it is so hard to be a mother and carry out the motherhood and fatherhood parts at the same time. It is so hard. But with us, to all mothers, I love you so much. You are seen, and may God keep giving us all the strength. So with all the rain that is pouring, of course my kids are sick, and the nose is running and stuff, and they are fussy, but that is not going to keep me away from being a mother. I just have to continue having the duties that the daily things that I do as a mother. And before I take out anything, like do any other job in my house, I love to just give myself also some time. Like when I became a mother, the first time I became a mother, I completely stopped taking care of myself. I didn't mind about my skin. I didn't mind about anything I used on my skin, because all my focus was on my child. And I remember at one point my sister was like, "You're forgetting yourself and you're focusing more on the kid." And I was like, "No, if my kid is looking red, my kid is healthy, what else do I need?" And she's like, "No, you have to think about yourself as a mother, or as yourself apart from being a mother. You have to look good as so that your child and your family stands out. Not only your family has to stand out, but you have to stand out as well." So I love taking care of myself in the morning. Just give myself a little time. My boys are sick, but it's okay. I just took a bath, just gave myself a little time. I just got done with my peas, and if those ones who know peas, what peas is, I use Nivea lip balm on my lips, because my lips are super dry sometimes, like especially when it is a windy day, and these days wind is too much. So Adash is kind of fuzzy this morning, and I just need to cheer him up and give him all the joy that he needs as his mother. And Adash is so attached to me, like too much, more than anybody on this earth. If it is not TV, then it is his mother. Everybody knows that. And seeing him jump around and have so much joy because of me makes me feel so great. So I'm just going to warm up some milk for the boys, and this is cream that we get every single day out of the milk. So I just keep it in the freezer, just like how you're seeing, and I store that for ghee, for the upcoming ghee. The boys are going to be taking porridge today, because Abinash said he doesn't want to take milk. So I'm just going to make porridge and mix out milk for him in the porridge. So the porridge is a ready-made porridge, like it's an instant porridge, and it has milk already in it. It has so many ingredients in it, like porridge, like maize, rice, sugar, milk, and some other stuff. But it is so good for health, and it is so quick to be made. So I'm just going to be making porridge for them. You're starving?
Yeah. Give me food.
Okay, almost done.
Oh.
What happened?
Quick, look. I'm really hungry. It looks so tasty.
You're really hungry?
Yeah.
It's done.
Finally. Mommy, give me porridge and bread. Porridge and bread.
Move it a bit more.
Porridge and bread, please. Mama, will you give me bread?
I'm just going to be feeding Adash his porridge, and Adash, the way I feed Adash is a style that I learned from India. Those kids who don't like eating, this is how they are fed in India, and trust me, it works. It really works for the kids who don't want to eat, but you have to to feed the kid like this. If something is liquid, you shouldn't feed the kid like this. If something is like rice or something else other than liquid, otherwise it will choke on the child and it will bring some problem for you. But trust me, it's the best way of feeding a child. So here I'm checking his temperature, and his temperature is a bit high, so I'm like, let me first feed him and then I'll give him medicine later. But as you guys see, motherhood is not something to joke about, but we try so hard as stay-at-home moms. It is so difficult for us, but we make it happen. Because being a stay-at-home mom and working from home as well is not a joke. It's not somebody's thing to play about. It's so hard to manage both working and for us YouTubers, you know what I'm talking about. It's so hard to manage work, YouTube, and staying at home, taking care of the whole family is something somebody shouldn't joke about. In fact, we are supposed to be recognized as hardworking people as well, because it's something that is so hard. So what I just did is something they do in India for a child. After a child eats and you want the child to keep the appetite up, you do that. So next time when you're feeding the child, the appetite will be okay and the child will be eating. That is something that I learned from India as well, and trust me, I love the Indian culture. It really brings so much joy to me whenever I learn something new from India and I have to implement it on my kids, or I have to bring it in my home. I feel so much joy about it. So I'm just going to be making a cup of tea for me as well, some strong ginger tea, because I really needed this. Now it's time to give medicines to the kids with their coughing and their fuzziness and their stuff. So for the mom brain, it has to be keeping on working full time. Like once you become a mother, your brain starts working from the time you become a mother, and it never stops. Like you have to think of every minute about your child. Like you have to remember all these small things. And seriously, hats off to us all mothers. Rose came in late today. She said because of the rain, and while she was on her way here, the shoe that she was putting on broke, and she had to turn back and go up to her home and change to another shoe. And she stays quite far away from us, and trust me, she foots every morning and evening, coming here and going. And I don't know how she does it, but she really does it. She's a strong woman. Nash doesn't like medicine, but who does? Once he sees the syringe, this syringe is actually for just giving him medicine. It comes with some medicines for kids, and I keep them for easier giving him medicine easily. And once he sees it, he just knows. Now this becomes a tug of war. Like, he's like, oh my god, this is medicine coming to me. But who likes medicine anyway? So I just have to make sure that he takes his medicines.